is like a giant ball of energy. You're non-stop.
We started driving into camp.
Passing Neptune's net and we started to cheer.
We are Kramer, the mighty, mighty Kramer.
I was new to camp, but it didn't feel like it.
From the time you wake up to the time you go to bed, it's like boom, boom, boom.
When I'm at camp, I'm the happiest and most energetic and positive person that I possibly can be.
Well, okay, first off, Maccabia means color wars.
Everyone's screaming and cheering and it's so much fun and everyone gets so pumped, and if you win, it's just like crazy. Camp Shabbat is one of my favorite parts of camp.
You're really excited and you're loud and you're jumping.
A mixture between the sacred moment and the most wild party.
Most people get changed into jerseys. There's a whole mosh pit and it's craziness.
It's when everybody goes crazy and dances and sings their hearts out.
Can you really explain Camp Shabbat to someone? It's just magical.
Doing things at camp that you aren't necessarily comfortable with is probably one of the biggest growing experiences.
Whenever I'm at camp, I always end up doing new things that I never thought I'd do before.
One of my favorite activities at camp was Omanut, which is art in Hebrew. I really liked it because we got to do a lot of cool stuff that I didn't get to do at home.
Arts and crafts, because I got to go home from camp with a bunch of stuff that I had made.
My favorite hug was probably Teva.
One of my favorite hoogs was probably Teva because I got the chance to overcome the fear of heights.
I love climbing on stuff and just taking risks.
Archery, teva, omanut, pool, dance, basketball, soccer, tennis, gaga, cooking.
The food. Everyone loves camp food.
Camp food is the best food I've ever eaten. I don't know how they make it.
One of my favorite camp meals is grilled cheese.
The grilled cheese and tomato soup. Easy, grilled cheese, tomato soup. Straight up.
The chicken patty sandwiches.
Favorite breakfast was the French toast sticks. They're like amazing.
French toast is good, the waffles are good, everything's good.
I think one of the reasons I wanted to be a counselor was because the counselors always looked like they were having so much fun because they were always having fun at the activities with us.
They really care for their campers and they don't just try to babysit us, they try to be one of us.
The counselors put cucumbers in our eyes and guacamole all over our faces.
We did face masks and then we paraded around camp in our face masks.
They were playing soccer if we were playing soccer. They were in the pool if we were in the pool. Everything that we did, the counselors were a part of.
There's so many meaningful counselor interactions I've had that have shaped who I am.
You're surrounded by people who you love and people who love you, and it's a strong Jewish community that gives you confidence in yourself.
One of the most important lessons I've learned at camp is to be myself and just believe in my friends.
It really gave me that idea of having like this larger family.
Everybody's just family at camp.
Camp is the most loving and accepting place I've ever been.
At camp, I'm the best version of myself, and I've learned that I should just be that version of myself all the time.
Camp has really made me a better person overall.
More than anything, it gives kids a sense of being proud of being Jewish.
First time we did the Shabbat services, I was not happy about that because it's a service. Camp, it's like, it's the same prayers, but it's like completely different.
You learn about Israeli culture, you learn about the Jewish culture in America, and you go back home really having a different sense of what it means to be Jewish.
We got to go up to the chapel and we like overlooked the ocean and PCH, and it was really awesome. And like the wind's blowing and the sun sets and you're just like, oh my God.
Siyum is a time at night when we all put our arms around each other and sing, and it just makes you feel connected with the whole camp.
You turn all the lights off, it's pitch black outside.
When we're all in the circle, it's like all of our energy is flowing through each other.
You have the night sky in Malibu, you can see the Milky Way, and everyone has their arms around each other.
And somebody gives a speech about something meaningful, something that they care about.
On the last night of camp, after Siyum, everyone starts crying.
I definitely cried on the last night of camp as a camper and as staff.
I cried on the last night of camp.
These people are like your family. You've been living with them for 2 weeks.
I never have cried more in my life than I do the night before we leave camp.
You know, some people cry when they come to camp because they're leaving their family, and you cry when you leave camp.
I love camp so much, and I met so many great friends there. I don't want to leave. I cried on the last night of camp, and then I cried the morning the last morning of camp, then I cried the last breakfast of camp, bus ride after camp. Yeah, I cried a lot.
You share all these experiences with these people, and then all of a sudden you have to wait so long to see them again, and it's no fun.
It's something that you can never explain and you can never get anywhere else.
You're gonna make so many friends.
Go for as long as you can at camp. It is the greatest thing ever.
It's amazing. Like, you have to go. You should not have any second thoughts. Just say, yes, Mom, I'm going, and then just go in the bus and be at camp. It's the best.